about control. My control. Control of what I say, control of what I do.
Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope all is well with everyone. Oh man, I know all is well for me. Today's a beautiful day, beautiful day in Costa Rica. I just wanted to come in and just basically talk to you guys a little bit about what's been on my mind. Today I just wanted to talk about manifestation and how that has been showing up in my life. It's so crazy. Being in the US, you find yourself going through so much because you live such a chaotic lifestyle, working, doing this, doing that, taking care of this, taking care of that. And you find yourself working so much to the point that you tend to lose sight of what's really important, you know? And for me, oh man, guys, the power of manifestation for me showed up within my ability to say yes, to say no, and also to be able to literally slow my brain down enough to the point where I'm able to kind of clear the muddle, clear the smoke. Because it's like as the smoke clears, because when the smoke is in front of you, that's all you see. It's hard to see what's behind it, and there's so much beauty behind smoke, you know? And I feel like for me, coming to Costa Rica and being here a couple of days so far, it really it's allowing me to clear the smoke, to clear the muddle. It's giving me the opportunity really to see what's behind all of that. And oh my gosh, guys, it's beautiful. It is truly, truly beautiful. Behind that smoke, guys, is where you will find yourself. It's where you will find your true, most authentic, genuine self. And at the end of the day, isn't that the goal? Because once you find yourself, that's literally the space where you will find peace. And again, that's literally the goal for me within this journey that I'm on. It's so interesting. Before I came to Costa Rica, I had influences around me just kind of pushing me in the direction to say no, being that this was going to be my first time out of the country on my own without my family or, super, close family members and things of that nature. So I'm sure the people around me, they were a little bit nervous, but that's just the thing. They were nervous. That was their own insecurity projecting onto me. Whereas for me, I felt okay with it, even though it's something I've never done before. There was something intuitively in me that even despite the smoke being there, I was able to slow my brain down and focus on what was literally the most important. And that was what I needed, not wanted, but needed for me. So I looked past the smoke because, again, instinctively, my whole being said yes. And I said no, not literally to the influence that was pushing me to not go. It's not that I physically said no to them, and it was just more of a mental thing where I said, no, I'm not going to listen to these people's insecurities that they're projecting onto me. Because it's at the end of the day, so long as me saying yes to myself, because that's something that I knew intuitively that I wanted to do, as long as I was capable of saying yes to myself first, that's all that mattered. And what also matters is, despite me saying yes, I'm still very safe with the process. So it's almost like even with me going, I gave all of the tidbits, itineraries and things of that nature for the people around me that were a little bit uncomfortable, but yet and still that wasn't enough. Let's be real. It didn't matter what I did. It would have never been enough, because at the end of the day, it's an insecurity, a fear that they have that they're projecting onto me. And fear is so crazy. Fear is so crippling. It's so crippling to the point you could literally show somebody, hey, this is going to be okay. So long as their mind says, no, it's not going to be okay, that's what they'll believe. So there's that. For me, saying yes and saying no, the way I'm starting to gauge that whole aspect these days is like this. I'm in a space where I'm starting to listen truly to my intuition more so than anything. Let's face it. Every other time, let's think about it. Like, I don't know if that happens to you guys, but for me, there's so many times, too many times, I find myself in crazy situations. And why? Because before I even entered that space, there was something in me that said yes first, but then I decided to say no, or vice versa. There would be something in me that would say no first, but then I'd say yes. And isn't the true definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result? So if that's true, then it's like, well, being that I'm doing something different in my life, I might as well implement that in all of the other spaces. So now I'm moving forward in such a way where I'm doing opposite of what I used to do. Because what I used to do, I see what the outcomes are, right? So let's try something different. And that's the thing that gets you. Trying something different. It's scary as hell. It's scary. It's so scary. But you know what? It's worth it. Because what I have learned is that the fear that cripples me to my core, to my bones, that keeps me from putting one foot in front of the other, that's the same fear that I have to utilize in order to get to the other side. It's crazy. And that's what I did. I said yes to myself. I'm here in Costa Rica. I utilized some of the fear that I had. Because again, like I said before, everything inside of me said yes. But again, when you have so many influences around you, it tends to make you switch positions. It tends to make you think twice, But with that, I did start to feel a little bit of fear, I can't lie. And, but despite the fear, I kept I put one foot in front of the other, and I moved forward. I literally moved forward. And because I chose to make that decision, here I am today. And this is one of the best decisions I could have ever done. Oh my gosh. This is an experience that I could take back with me, back to the US, just this whole me coming out here. The mental anguish I had to go through within self to just say yes and go, and then being fearful at that, and then doing it and seeing how beautiful it was on the other side. Oh gosh, guys, the best thing I could have ever done, seriously. And with that, I'm just encouraging everyone. I'm encouraging all of you guys. If you want to do something, so long as you're being safe, even though your own fear might come up, question yourself. Ask yourself this: why am I scared? Why am I fearful? Because that's what I had to ask myself prior to coming to Costa. The fear that I have, why is it there? And then it hit me. The fear was there because of what everybody else says. Literally. How everybody else feels, what they think, what they're projecting onto me, to the point now I'm creating this new belief system with what they're telling me. It's like, yeah, guys, if you really want change, you really gotta go out there. You really gotta push through that fear, and you'll be so surprised what you find on the other side. Again, guys, I will get better at this. This is my first couple of videos. I will have so much more coming out. I don't know if this is all making sense. I hope it does, but I have so much on my mind, and I'm just trying to, you know, just place it, like express it. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna leave this video here. Just leave you guys something to think about. You know, just being able to say yes to yourself or no to yourself, and whatever it is that you're doing in life over and over and over again that's giving you the same results that you don't like, that's because you're insane. That's insanity. You know, try your best to assess what's going on, and whatever way you tend to move, try something different. And when it scares you, that's exactly what you need. Keep one foot in front of the other and keep pushing, and you'll get to the other side, and you'll see how beautiful it is there. But until next time, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day.